Previously on Birth Stories.
I knew I wanted more than one sibling for my child. And 3 just didn't sound like the right number. And 4, I think psychologically for both of us, was just the perfect numbers.
She said they're doing water births now, and that's when I was about ready to leave and go to the hospital. And let's go find a real doctor instead of a witch doctor, I think I might have called her.
A lot of people say that these labor necklaces, you know, they hold on to it, and there's this accumulation of strength and spirit from all womanhood for years and years and years, and you can feel that there. And it says, okay, I can do this, I can get through it.
Broadway dancer, teacher, and choreographer, Lee's an expert on body movement. But with a baby on the way, there's a little added effort.
And wrist. That's the back, arch down.
I'm doing splits, I'm doing everything that I still can do, I'll do. Only if it feels weird, then I don't do it. I don't not do it because some book or some doctor somewhere has said, don't do it. You just have to really just listen to your own bod and go with that. That's the way I look at it. Pretty much with anything, though, I think. Why would pregnancy be different?
Back to passe 5, 6, double pace 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, close behind 7, 8.
We've had many different baby massage therapists in, and some have done it one way, some have done it another way. It's basically you develop your own routine, your own repertoire.
Chris knows a thing or two about bringing up babies. She's a public health nurse who teaches prenatal and postnatal classes for parents. And she's got her own experience.
Comes to mind right away. Sleep when the baby sleeps, definitely.
That's baby number 4 on the way.
Write some of these things down. Does anybody have a neat gadget that they found that really works? I know with us it was the swing, because I thought, oh, we don't need a swing. Like, why would we need a swing? It just sits there. And of course, didn't know what else to do, tried a few things. This was our first baby. Put her in the swing, and who was it here that said it was like magic? Yeah, it was like magic. It's like, wow. and your guy, when he's a little bit more fussy, and you just put him in there and he just goes.
The faster he goes, the faster you went to sleep. And I was like, oh my God, he's gonna fall out.
And as long as your harnessing system's in place, then you're fine, absolutely. And definitely always use the restraints and the harnesses.
Jeff doesn't share his wife's confidence when it comes to her plans for a home birth. But Erica's got a PhD in biology. Her midwife's visits are more informed than most.
She usually comes in with a list. Okay, I have 7 questions. Let's not forget what they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, and from the 7 more come out.
Do you want me to listen with the other one, or do you want to hear it with this?
Yes.
It's not as clear as it was the last time. Just let me see if I can get it a little clearer. You hear it? Does it sound good?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me too, about 150. And there's the vitamin K. The information is about the oral options.
Okay.
And there it...
I wonder what their rate of error is.
Well, you'll understand the research and the numbers, and the references are all in there, so you can go right back.
I can take a look at it. A little shoulder dystocia. There we go, yay!
This is a package that we put together for emergency home birth. So if I come to the house and things are happening just like that, then there's some of the things that I'll need immediately right here. So there's a cord clamp in here, so don't be alarmed. We're not expecting you to deliver the baby, but it's in there so that it's available just in case.
But more likely Kanoa as opposed to him, he'll be out.
I'll call someone.
Right, Kanoa's gonna cut this cord.
You're gonna do 4 walks with attitude, and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Then you get to do 4 of your own thing. A 1 and a 2 and whatever you want to do. I think baby likes it. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Baby likes it. 5, 6, ready, and a 1.
At least baby's older brother liked it. Lee's 2-year-old son Tyler had a similarly jazzy start to life.
I am so fortunate because here at the studio, the owner has been so generous, and I came back to teach and to take class, and she's like, just bring Tyler, just bring him along. They'll watch him at the desk. And I was like, really? Contractions just come at just the weirdest times. The Braxton Hicks always go, okay, go on. For me, the more active I am, or when I'm actually doing, that's when I feel them. I think maybe most women feel them like that. You know, when they're taking a walk or they're doing some exercise, that's when you feel it. It's like, oh.
Ready? And 7.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe a month after I have the baby, I'll be back dancing, at least taking class and getting myself back into shape.
2, 3, 4. Yes!
I'm definitely ready to take a break and put my feet up and get massages. But you know what's going to happen? I know exactly what's going to happen. Next week, I'm going to be here taking class.
Thank you!
Take care, I'll see you in a while. See you in a few months.
We're gonna go from here, pubic area.
Erica and Chris are close friends, expecting babies only weeks apart.
Oh God, if I had breasts like that, I'd be exposing them for the world. Mine you don't, because they're down here, you know.
Yeah.
In order to pull the hair off her belly.
So you want to put the oil on first, and then that, and I'll just do the top half afterwards.
I will do the...
You want me to turn towards you here?
No, it's okay. Stay, no, because other people are going to do it too. I'll lay the first.
How should I sit? Is that straight up?
Whatever you want.
Okay.
There we go. Well, this isn't the vision that my husband had, but I guess it'll have to do.
A belly casting?
No, I don't know what he thought. He thought we were going through some pagan ritual. We were going to run naked through a fire or something.
We could do that. I hadn't thought of that one. Wasn't on my website.
It was obviously on his male brain.
Here's your meal. Oh, thank you.
The timing hasn't been easy. Lee and JD's second pregnancy coincided with a big career venture. Lee starting her own dance company.
Yeah, I'm preparing myself for like insanity. Just to be really prepared for just craziness. So that way, if it's not, then I'll be like, oh, this isn't so bad.
Lee and I have discussed, if you try and put anything off on hold, if you try to put life on hold to, wait for the perfect time or wait for the perfect moment, you'll never do anything. So it's a matter of, you just keep on going. And sure enough, having children is, that's part of life. That's part of, that's the enjoyment of life. So you don't put them on hold just, because you have things to do. I think Lee was 3 months along, and she finally said, look, I'm not going to put anything on hold. I'm going to start this new performance company, and so she did. So here she is, she's 3 months pregnant, she's going into it, she's got Tyler under her arm, she's holding auditions, she's training, everything. And it's very fortunate that Lee does a job where, that is very children friendly.
I feel like I'm finally living my life. I finally am living. This is it. This is what I've been, wanting. This is my life now, and it's like, it all makes sense to do it all.
Good girl, Em. We are at the Cataract Trail.
Where?
We are...
A family tradition, the hike before labor. There's nothing like a little physical exercise to bring it on.
Yep. So let's go down this way, and we'll see the... Whoopsie! We'll see the waterfalls. One of the things I suggest to people when they're near their due date is to go for a nice long walk, and this is definitely a nice long walk. And when we get to the steps going up the escarpment, you'll see what I mean.
You go right ahead,
I think Worf will be pooped after we're done.
Now I want to be higher.
Now what happens?
I want to be higher.
Higher and higher? How many 100 more? Are there more, Sarah? Oh my goodness. Think you guys got thirsty walking up all the way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was making me tired.
That was, eh?
All of it was making me tired.
All of it. Do you think you'll sleep well?
No.
October 28th is my due date.
Tyler was a difficult delivery, a long labor that ended in a cesarean section.
What? Oh, well, yeah. Scared. I'm
Tremendously
scared.
exciting. Of course, I don't have to go through the process of it. Well, not to the same degree, but it's tremendously exciting. You know, from my perspective, this is what you get. This is wonderful, right? This is the wonderful part.
No.
Maybe.
Are you restrained? No. Must play, must play. Got lots of things on the go.
Lee and JD found out that the sometimes brutal dancer's training didn't guarantee a high pain threshold.
You know, like when Lee went into
Tried.
when Lee went into labor, you know, Lee was professing throughout the whole time that she was going to do it natural. She's on the phone with her midwife, and the midwife is saying, "So how much pain are you on a scale of 1 to 10?" And Lee goes, "Oh, I don't know, 6."
It's not so bad, but oh yeah, I feel it. I was like,
6 or a
that's
7.
6. And I think the midwife on the other hand was going, oh my God, she's in for a shock. This is just like, I was walking up and down the streets and I was like, oh wait, nobody told me. Okay, you hear? Oh yes, it's really painful, really. But personally, I had nothing to compare it to. I've never broken anything, knock on wood. I've never had stitches in my life. Nothing. Now I know. So that's one consolation that I have is maybe I'll be able to deal with it better this time and not have to like just get rid of the pain.
Early dawn. Jeff might well have been cutting the cord after all, but for the recent arrival of the midwife team. Erica's labor began slowly in the night, but has made rapid progress, and what is hoped to be a water birth is imminent.
You gonna come see Kanoa? So close. So close, Erica. See, that's the way. That's the way. Nora.
Well, it just sounds big. I know there's a baby in there, and I don't know that. It's hard to explain, but there's a lot of pain. Like when I flip over in bed at night, I'm like, ooh, ah.
Yes. Okay.
So, and I had the same thing last time.
You have to be very cautious and careful, and so as far as
And
dance
aware.
goes and movements and stuff like that, you don't want to keep your knees close together and not really
Exactly.
fully open them. Because
Exactly.
that just puts more stretch and pressure on anything that's putting too much of a stretch on that area. You should avoid.
Okay.
Many women are reluctant to attempt a vaginal birth after having undergone a cesarean, but Lee's game to try.
I'm not like set or stuck on any idea of how this is gonna go because you gotta go with the flow. If I can deal with the pain, then, that's my goal, but I'm also not gonna, kick myself if I can't. And if, it goes the same way and doesn't progress like last time, C-section, then I accept that. Perfect. 32 at 32 weeks.
Okay.
This is the article about non-pharmacologic pain relief methods in labor.
Okay.
So all the different things that we do to help you cope.
Okay. It hasn't really hit me yet that I'm actually gonna have another baby.
Yeah. It's just weird. I don't know. Do have other people?
Yeah, definitely. Especially with that second pregnancy.
Really?
Because you're so busy with your life, with your first, that you don't spend as much time sort of reading and thinking about it
and just sitting there and feeling every little thing.
You had a lot more time the first pregnancy than you do now.
That's right.
So close here. Just let us know when it slows, okay? I'll be at the baby within minutes of being on the bed. You okay to try?
Erica's mother-in-law arrives just in time for a change of plans.
Take the dogs down.
The water birth is abandoned.
You know who you're gonna come with?
Make sure she's there.
You gonna come see Kanoa?
Oh.
That's it, Erica. I can see the head here. That's it. That's beautiful. Beautiful.
This one's called the new baby. Who's having a new baby?
You.
Am I having a new baby?
Yeah.
I think this
Early evening, a few days to go before her due date, Chris is having mild labor pains. A bedtime story may be marking the beginning of a rough night.
One day, a big green truck stopped in front of Mike's house. The delivery man took a big box from his truck. What's in the box?
A buggy.
A buggy? What's the buggy for?
The new baby.
The new baby, yeah. I've had a couple of contractions.
Mom.
They're now kind of spacing out nicely. They started off pretty quick and short lasting. Now they're longer lasting and they're spacing out, so they're more in a rhythm. I think they're about 5 minutes or so, but I haven't really been timing them. I had at least 2 during that story, so we'll have to time it.
It's right here.
Which one are we doing? This is the last story, okay?
This one.
Okay.
This one.
Absolute last story. The Emperor's New Clothes. Whew, I think that's a long one. Might have a few more contractions during this story.
Good. Give a little grunt and push. That's it. And some more. That's it. Okay, let your legs open. That's the way. Just let them open. And a little by little. Baby's crowning. Baby's crowning. There you go. A little bit more. The head's almost out, Erica. That's it. That's the way. And a little bit more. Just for the chin. Okay, the baby's head is out.
Oh, yes.
Big push. You're almost out. Just for the baby's
Oh,
head.
yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Take
that
a look
felt
down,
so
Erica.
There's the baby.
Oh,
Wipe that baby.
oh, sweetheart.
There.
Sweetheart. Can you give it oh, thank God you're here.
Sorry.
Oh,
Just grab this baby up. Yeah, keep talking. What do we
there's my
have?
little boy. Oh, hello, little one. Hello, little one. Oh, you're so sad.
Early morning, and Chris has had a good night's sleep after all. The early labor has subsided for now.
Everybody went to bed. Some of us watched movies and we woke up, we had coffee, and everything is off for a little while. So we'll have to try again. We have a calendar, and I think a few people are out of the pool, so everybody just keeps adding a date as they go along. When you go, we'll climb something really high again, a little quicker, and see what happens, or go whitewater rafting. Something to help it.
Is anybody getting pictures of this?
Oh my gosh, my camera's downstairs in the bag. I haven't had a chance to grab it.
One more. Oh, good job.
Oh, hello, little one. Oh, hello. Hello. Oh,
Boy, that was tough, huh? Boy, that was
Erica
tough.
gets a kiss, doesn't she, Canoa? Yeah.
Oh, thank
Good.
you. Oh, how was that? Did you see the baby board? Yeah?
He wasn't sure whether he wanted
Yeah. And you're a star. Oh my gosh, that flash, huh?
Sorry.
Oh, you are just gorgeous. Yeah. Wasn't that fun? Oh, that crowning stuff is bad. Oh. Oh, sorry, buddy.
There.
Not a good way to
Now
start
you got
out,
somebody to
huh?
practice judo on.
What is she's like,
Next time on Birth Stories.
she's like, you have a look on your face like you're pregnant or something. She started laughing and I kind of froze. I was like, and then she's like, oh my God, you are, aren't you? And then I told her and she was like kind of stressed out first. Cause she didn't think I was responsible enough.
It's been a little bit crazy, but with our last, well, I was 5.5 months pregnant filming the movie Chicago in Toronto.
Oh, wow. That's a pain?
Huh?
That's a pain?
Oh, nothing. A little baby coming out like this.
Slap, slap, slap. It's all your fault.
You did it.
And wrist,
Previously on Birth Stories.
back, arch down.
I'm doing splits. I'm doing everything that I still can do, I'll do. Only if it feels weird, then I don't do it.
I've had a couple of contractions. Now they're longer lasting and they're spacing out so they're more in a rhythm. I think they're about 5 minutes or so, but I haven't really been timing them. I had at least 2 during that story, so we'll have to time it.
It's right here.
At 15 years old and 8 months pregnant, Chelsea plays with her kittens. Soon it will be a baby's turn, and that's how she planned it.
I just wanted something that was mine. I was trying to get pregnant for a couple of months, and then finally I did. My mom was in shock, because I came out of the doctor and I was like, I had a weird look on my face, and she's like, what'd she say? She's like, you have a look on your face like you're pregnant or something. And she started laughing and I kind of froze. I was like, and then she's like, oh my God, you are, aren't you? And then I told her and she was like kind of stressed out at first. Cause she didn't think I was responsible enough. Now she's okay with it because I proved her that I can do this.
Our lead singer is like really...
Lee is a Broadway dancer, a choreographer, and a dance teacher. She's also the mother of a 16-month-old baby, and she's got a second on the way. Still, the show goes
Then
on.
it goes to the blue out, right?
It's been a little bit crazy, but with our last, well, I was 5.5 months pregnant filming the movie Chicago in Toronto. So I was busy then too. So I guess it's just me. I'm used to it. We'll see what happens when the baby comes now. That's another story.
All together, ready, and.
Everything that you see up there, Leah's created. So over the last month, she's started this company, she auditioned, she trained these people, she choreographed these people. But it's all a tribute to this woman's energy and yeah.
A soothing shower for Chris. Her 4th child will be born today, right at home. She has a house full of helpers, her husband Mike, her mother and sister, midwives, and family.
Well, I knew once the bathtub started looking like the best thing in the world, I was ready. I think it was around 1 o'clock. I was in the kitchen and they started again. Well, they started to become much stronger. I had to lean over. And I forget when I called Simone. Here I am in the bathtub. Good place to be.
Everything's pretty good.
How you doing?
Good.
That's a pain?
Huh?
That's a pain?
Oh, nothing a little baby coming out won't fix.
Slap, slap, slap. It's all your fault.
You did it.
Yeah. You get my daughter through this trouble.
Look at the grandkids you're getting.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
You're gonna cut my umbilical cord?
Yeah, I guess.
Do you want to?
Yeah, I cut some.
I don't have the cord down.
I've still got Jonathan's.
Do you?
Yeah.
I want to see it.
Chelsea's mom, Dixie, is a respected counselor and leader in her native community, and a true matriarch who holds her children and grandchildren together.
So how you feeling today?
Better than last night.
Yeah, I don't think you're ready to have the baby for a couple weeks.
Couple weeks.
I think September 9th. I think after that, maybe. How do you feel about holding on to the baby for a couple more weeks?
I guess all right. I wish I could have him, but I'd rather him be fully developed.
Oh, I hope you don't hold on to that baby for a couple more weeks.
It's one of the most beautiful times that you'll ever have, right? It's just after you give birth, hey Shannon,
Yeah,
after you give birth and you hold that baby for the first time, it's the most beautiful, powerful feeling you'll ever have. I realize how much you've matured through this, and it's made me worry less too, right? Because we do have another baby coming in, and so that's a little bit more stress on this family and a little bit more stress financially. But like I have to take custody of the baby, right? Just so that because you're 15 and all of those things, right? So yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see how things unfold in the next while. Are you scared?
So.
It'll be okay. But can you imagine being like years and years ago we used to have to squat by a tree and at least here I'm gonna have a little bit more support than that.
Every time I get my hands on the stomach, I can't get them back off. Like I'm just like,
I can't.
Yeah, it's like vortex.
Baby magnet.
Lee takes an afternoon coffee break with an old girlfriend. Their friendship dates back to Lee's earlier life on the road and on Broadway.
Babies.
Let's talk names. Let's go there.
All right.
Okay. Well, I guess it would be nice. Are we still there?
Fit.
Yeah. Yeah, you're there. You're feeling it.
I like Faith. JD loves it. We both love it, but we'll see. There was also Emma.
That's right. I remember about Emma. There was a lot of talk about Emma.
This one we have to see. We can't really plan the name. Tyler, we sort of could plan.
Tyler's such a great name.
It really works, doesn't it?
It's so hot.
Mm-hmm.
For a hot kid.
Yeah. We have another member of our family. Like,
boom, enter.
Suddenly there's 4 of us.
Enter 4th member.
Isn't that like crazy? All of a sudden, out of nowhere?
Well, what's crazy is that like when I met you, we were like
totally single.
You were so single then.
Yeah.
And so like I'm on the road, I'm a dancer, I'm a wild card.
Yeah, but then I was like over it though, right?
Yeah, but then you were like pack it in.
Okay, that's it.
I think it all worked out really well.
Chris is a public health nurse specializing in prenatal and postnatal care. The labor pains are getting worse, but she keeps calm and asks others to keep the room quiet. She's given birth at home before. She knows exactly what she wants. Time for a family ceremony. Chelsea's feeling restless.
We're just gonna sit down and my mom's gonna do a smudge ceremony to welcome the baby. And that's her medicines right there in those bags. She puts the medicines in a bowl and lights it, and then she just uses her feather to smudge everyone. and then we just sit and pray for a minute. I always feel anxious ever since I got pregnant. Yeah, but I'm getting more anxious. Just waiting, not knowing which day it's gonna come. Hopefully I'll get good exercise today. Maybe it'll help induce the labor.
Where's the baby? Come show mommy.
The first delivery was only 16 months ago, a difficult one that ended in a cesarean section. Once they've had one C-section, many women are reluctant to give birth vaginally. In rare cases, the old incision can tear during labor.
It's your tummy.
I'm going for the natural VBAC, they call it. VBAC. I'm going for the, let's do it, let's push that baby out. You know, I'm like, oh, I'm a little freaked, I'm a little freaked out. Because, it's just, you remember, right? And you're like, ah. So I'm a little freaked out. And she's like, look, it's not going to be the same. Like, you didn't progress last time. And we didn't know what was going to happen. We can monitor now. We'll know, like, if it doesn't progress, we know we've been there before. Let's get it out, that kind of thing. So it's happening on its own, right? But still, there's no guarantee. You just got to go, okay, it'll be what it'll be. Right, little one.
Creator, I ask that you watch over each and every one of my children so that no one strays far or gets lost. The smudging is sort of a grounding. It gives us, it's sort of like brushes away the negative energy. We pick up a lot of energy as we walk through life. We cover our eyes, our nose, our mouth, our ears, for the things that we see, smell, hear, we speak. And over our hair, for our thoughts. When I found out, it was like I kind of had a sense that she was pregnant. And I deal with teenage pregnancy and young mothers and young fathers, and so when Chelsea was at the beginning of her pregnancy, and she went to the doctor, and then she's kind of going, "Mom, I have something," and I said, "You're pregnant," and she, yeah. And I go, well, better life than death, right? And it is better life than death.
The pains are reaching their peak, but Chris is still in control. The strain is showing on her family. Chelsea is only 15 and too young to take custody of her baby. Her mother will step in.
As a First Nations family, we always have the ministry looming, and so I'm always ready to fight them because I grew up in the ministry in foster homes and shifted from this family to that family, and that just doesn't work. It doesn't work now. It didn't work then, and it's just but they're still there. And it's just like, I'm not sure how I'm going to do this in terms of bringing the child and then it being in my custody until Chelsea's old enough. But I work 2 full-time jobs so that we don't have to be, in any way attached to the ministry. And I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to work as hard as I need to keep my family strong and walking in a good way and independent. One more child in the house is going to be, so we're hoping that we have a little boy coming. We only have 2 boys now, so we need to have more of a balance. But if it's a little girl, we'll welcome her as well.
Welcome
want to check in to see where you're at right now?
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if I can move my leg.
It's okay.
A new life is minutes away.
For a second?
I can't get out.
Okay. Sorry. Nice small pushes, Christina. That's the way. Nice slow pushes. And take a breath and a little push.
Perfect. That's perfect.
That's it. And a little push. So really, Christina, is the cord around the baby's neck?
Okay.
Just try. Just breathe.
Try.
You're doing perfect.
I'm gonna get both. Yeah, double cord. Okay.
A moment of concern. The umbilical cord is wrapped several times around the baby's neck, and his breathing passages need to be cleared.
Just a little closer.
Good job, honey.
Good.
Get the kids. Get the kids.
Get Sarah, guys.
Congratulations.
Okay, hold on. I want to get the kids this way. Come see mommy, Sarah. Go see your baby. What is it? A baby girl or baby boy? Ask mommy.
What is it? Is it a boy?
It is a boy.
Congratulations.
Yay, it's boy.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I see that.
Good job, Tina. Excuse me. You did such a good job.
Just gonna have a family outing at Playland, the Pacific Exhibition. I could go on some rides, but there's no point in buying a $30 pass just to go on some little rides. I'm just gonna walk around and watch them, have all the fun. Eat cotton candy and candy apples. And donuts, Dunkin' Donuts. And that's about it. I'm done.
The annual family outing to the Pacific National Exhibition, except this year Chelsea isn't just another kid in the amusement park.
Rainbow, but I'm not sure if they'll let me on. And I wouldn't want to risk hurting the baby. Just for a minute of fun.
Virginia TV can go. Go with her.
The more you spin this, the more you turn. And then you get to sit in the car that goes on the track. Get dizzy. I am nauseous.
Yeah, the thought of like, oh my God, getting up every 3 hours and having
Lee
to,
and
like, get
JD
up
hit
in
the sack
morning and be
early.
Sort of with it for Tyler.
Yeah, I honestly think it's not going to be that much different. You know, the only thing now is to...
Denial.
I just don't see it. It'll be challenging just because we have another... You know, Tyler's less than 2 years old, and we'll have two babies in diapers, and... You know, there's obviously some challenges associated with that. But, like, look at, you know, like all the things that you can do. You know, you can put on shows, you can dance, you can do all this kind of stuff. You got tons of energy.
Right. Yeah.
You can handle.
As
You
I'm
can
yawning
handle.
away.
You can handle two kids under 2 years old. Like, come on.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
Amusement rides aren't the only thing Chelsea's cut back on.
kind of small in here. I used to like to hang out with my friends. I used to smoke cigarettes too, and I quit smoking cigarettes. I think that I'm glad that I got out of it because I was starting to get drinking heavily, starting to get into the alcohol. So I guess I was just more of a party type girl than a mother type girl. And I mostly stay home now. I'm lucky I never got very much stretch marks. I think it's a good thing that I got pregnant. And it made me think more about my life, like about schooling and about my education, what I wanted to do for myself and for my unborn baby. Yeah, I don't really miss it that much. Waking up hungover. I think I like waking up healthy, lungs clear, cigarette smoke.
Okay. He's a nice size. It's nice and firm, Shirley.
Now there's 3 boys.
Baby's breathing is much clearer now. 2 little sisters and 1 little brother check out the new sibling.
It's coming.
See you, baby.
So we didn't wait him yet, no.
Oh, yeah, we're not going to any of that. Good crying. He was too nervous.
The bed's all dirty there.
Yeah, I think. Although his lungs have cleared up quite a bit.
Hello. Oh my gosh, you're tons.
You're
tons. Look at you.
We're not outnumbered anymore. What do you think of that? So, it's all tied up, kid. You're a big brother now. You have a little brother.
He will grow second.
Nice kiss for mommy. Nice kiss.
Was just in a big.
Next time on Birth Stories.
I had so many plans. You know, we were gonna burn some incense and have candles, and my friends were gonna come and go. We're gonna watch videos. I had music and one of those relaxation tapes and stuff, and all of it was left right by the front door.
You know what I'm scared of? I'm scared I'm not gonna deal with it. That's what I'm scared of.
But he put me through a week and a half of hell. He doesn't deserve me. A week and a half of hell for nothing.
No.